everybody, welcome back to the channel. Once again, it's C2 Tactical in Scottsdale, having some fun shooting. Seeing these guys on a previous video, again, Ross Hick from Citizens Defense Research, Dig O'Neill, who is big in the ASP Dry Fire Challenge. If you want to watch a guy doing the work, first of all, come to the ASP Dry Fire Challenge, super fun group. Secondly, you'll see him doing the work. Third, Phil Wong, the tactical extraordinaire vault of knowledge, and we're gonna shoot a drill today. Again, doesn't have any name. We're standing at the 15-yard line, shooting B8s two different ways. Mountain Man Medical has name brand proven trauma medical supplies with a price match guarantee to ensure you get the right gear at the right price. Check them out at get-asp.com/mountainman. First of all, I love and hate B8s. Some people love them, some people hate them. I mean, obviously Chuck Pressburg is the king of the B8. Other people despise the B8. Do you fall in one camp or the other, Phil?
It's a target. If you can hit it, great. If you can't, too bad for you.
Ross, how about you?
Yeah, same thing, man. I think it's a good analog for a tough shot and an anatomically significant one if you want to talk about, sizing for stuff. But yeah, I think it's great.
I mean, it's something to shoot, right? We got to shoot something. And unfortunately, guys, here's the problem of the way we do things at ASP. I have 3 microphones here that I can have, and so unfortunately, Dig doesn't have a mic on him. So B8s, yay or nay for you? Yay. Shoot them. Let's rock and roll.
Let's do it.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We've got a B8 target out at 15 yards. We are going to shoot this the first time. We're going to shoot it the same version that, Ken Hackathorn's test. Love Ken Hackathorn's test, which is usually shot at 10 yards, right? So it's from the ready position. On the beep, you're going to raise the gun and fire 10 shots in 10 seconds for score on the B8. The goal, of course, to get 100 if you can. But the beauty of the test, in my opinion, is it scales to your current abilities, right? So for some people, an 80 would be an amazing score. You might throw one off the target completely. Once you can clean that up, then you go, man, I want to get it 90 under time period. Then I want 95. Then I'm going to tell you, you want a hundo, man. And if you can shoot a hundo on a test, you're a darn fine shooter. The best I've ever shot is 106X. I've watched Bill Blauer shoot it 110X. And that's like, dang, fam.
That's legit.
That's the legitness.
That's cyborg.
Yeah. Now we're going to step back to the 15 here, though, because when we shoot the advanced test, then we shoot 15, 10, and 5. We're just going to do the 15-yard version here. And here's what we're going to do. The first way we're going to do it is we are going to shoot it for maximum score. So when we shoot it on the advanced test, from the ready position, 15 seconds for 10 rounds. And I'm telling you how most people shoot this one is they shoot it too fast, is they crank them off, and they end up losing points that they don't have to lose. So you think about that, that's 1 Chicago, 2 shebang, 1 Chicago, 2 shebang, 1 Chicago, 2 shebang, 1 Chicago, 2 shebang. And if I keep about that pace, then I will get 10 shots in 15 seconds. Where I see most people doing, I see a lot of folks running not quite that fast, but 1 shebang, 1 shebang, 1 shebang, and they're running the whole thing in 7 seconds or so, and not using the time they have available and dropping points that they don't have to, okay? Second version we are going to do was suggested, we got this one suggested by Ross, is a point gathering time. So it is on the beep, from the low ready position, you need to score 90 points. You need to get 90 points. And that means you could get that in 9 shots. And if you get 9 shots in the black, that's your time. If you miss one out of the black, well, you need to make that shot up. You miss 2 out of the black, you probably, if it's still in the 8 ring, you might get to make that up with 1, but you got to be able to count and see how far you got to make it up, and then for the fastest time you can get.
And call your shots.
And call your shots and see through that stuff. I'm going to tell you, this drill punishes iron sight shooters. It does, but I mean, listen, man, if kind of in my opinion, if you're gun Amish, that's its own punishment, and so you're gonna have to just deal with the punishment, right? I'm joking, you guys know. It's so funny. I love riling up the gun Amish because they take it so personal, and we're only joking. I don't care. Shoot what you want to shoot, but it does make it harder to call shots at any distance. Should it be hard to call shots? I think it should. Bad guys. I have one that's coming on the channel here pretty quick. A dude literally wearing no shirt. So he's wearing no shirt. Pulls a knife out of his pocket, so cops come out of an elevator at him because he's threatening people with a knife in his apartment complex. He's wearing no shirt, a pair of sweatpants. As officers open the elevator door, he pulls that knife and starts charging at him from very close range. 2 officers draw and shoot him and put him down, and you can see the full front of him and not a single bit of blood, and you cannot call a bit of the shots on him. that put him down. This is the reality of things, right? So we're looking at their behavior, not, poking holes in the target, because you're not gonna be able to see that in real life in many instances. You might, sometimes you'll see blood or something like that, but sometimes not. Anyway, shut up, John, let's shoot. First version, we're gonna start this, 15 seconds, get every point you can. There is, in my opinion, no reason here to finish this at 10 seconds, unless you can shoot 100 in 10 seconds. If you can shoot 100 in 10 seconds, well, then you're a rock and roll shooter. But if you start dropping points, then we start telling ourselves, hey, I'm gonna tell you my inner mantra on this one is going to be settle. Settle the sights and let the sights decide when the shot breaks, not that clock in my head, right? The clock in my head's gonna go John, go, you're out of time, go. Instead, nope, my sights will tell me when it's ready, my sights will tell me when it's ready, my sights will tell me when it's ready. I'll tell you the way that my dot is zeroed, I'll be about 1/4 inch low on my zeros, which shouldn't make a darn bit of difference on this target, okay? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Stig is up, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, friend, we're gonna start this one from the low ready position, which we are gonna define in this particular one as you are pointed at the base of the target, so the bottom of the paper, okay? And I know that will set another internet or commando off about low ready position. He is ready to shoot. He is below the target. He is at a low ready position. So this one, you have 15 seconds to put 10 rounds in the target. Which target are you gonna use? Which B8?
I will use the upper left.
Top left. All right, top left is yours. So at the beep, you're gonna have 15 seconds. Your goal is to put 10 rounds, and if you can get all 10 in the X at 15 seconds, you win. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, here we go. Ready? Stand by.
Ready.
What just happened? Okay, hang on. Let me review that. All right, shooter ready.
Ready.
Stand by.
Yep, you should probably buy one of those here if you want one.
Very good. Safely, carefully, reluctantly holster. Grease the landing. So I'm not going to drag the camera all the way down there. Let's go down with Dig and score his score up. So we have all 10 shots in on the target. We're down 1, down 2, down 4. 96. 96. 96 is good shooting. And once again, listen, Dig is shooting that on camera, and I'm telling you, when you're in front of other people, an audience watching you, and when you are shooting for the camera, that adds stress, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so great shooting there. Next, who's up?
I've been voluntold.
Phil has been voluntold. So remember, so I spent 8 years in the United States Navy. Navy is an acronym. Never again volunteer yourself. All right, 15 seconds for 10 rounds. Which B8 are you using, sir?
Dig did one. I'll do upper right.
Top right B8
Top right.
is Phil's. Let's get him after it. Here we go. Shooter ready. Stand by. Go ahead, safely, carefully, reluctantly holster. Now that was a really good use of time, 13.99.
Okay.
So that is a 14-second one. Let's go down and take a look at his score. Down 12, so 88. 88, hey man, I'm not gonna argue with that kind of score. Now we did have a couple in the 7 ring there, and some people would argue, well John, 7s don't count. When you run the drill, you count it however you got. I got a 7 ring out here, we count 7s, okay? All right, Ross, you're up. All right, 15 seconds, 10 shots. Are you ready?
I am.
Stand by.
Ooh.
Okay, had all the time in the world. 11.62 is what he had there. Had some more time. So I want to ask you about the mental process, because I heard in the middle, ooh.
Yeah, I caught myself doing a pace, and you can see that flyer is way over, almost on the bottom right.
Yeah, he's shooting my target.
Way outside of that. And I was like, what are you doing, dude? You got a million years to do this. Slow down. And so that was the reassess, kind of like reset. All right, dude, process, man. Watch what you're doing.
So obviously a really good shooter because he's self-corrected, right? So as soon as you can self-correct a problem, the problem's over, right? It is what it is. The other part, you know what Asp we're going to say, it's never about slowing down, it's about being more careful. Let's
Yeah.
go score it, right?
Yeah.
10, 12, 13. So you shot 87.
Yeah.
And listen, do flyers happen? Yes. But I want the record to show that one's not mine.
And also, you said sevens count though, so that.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell you what, hey,
say which
here we go.
So listen, here's my other thing. I don't know how you all are running. How do you run your dot, Dig? What are you running? Dot, circle, or both?
Running a dot.
Running dot.
Yes.
Phil, how about you?
This one's set on circle dot.
Circle dot. You're running RMR
RMR,
as
it's
an
a
old
dot.
poor dot. Yeah. So it's like old school, right? You know, that's a really awesome 90s technology.
Yep.
I'm just giving crap. So I'm running circle only. So some people would say, wait a minute, John. Circle only is not accurate enough at any kind of distance. We'll see. We'll see. So remember, anything that happens is not the gun, it's the loose nut behind the trigger. Okay? All right, so I feel good about that. I have what I want there. Okay. Okay, go ahead, man.
All right, shooter ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Feel good about that. I shot at least, I think, 2 9s.
Beautiful timing on that. 11.99.
Yeah, I'll take a 12-second
Nice.
one. Let's go down and score my score. It's down 1, 2, 3 is what I'm down. 97. So I'll take a 97. I'm not angry about it.
Nice.
Okay, so this first version, which is, again, I've got all that time, but I struggle sometimes to use all that time, right? And listen, I mean, wherever you're at, you're at. I mean, just is what it is, right? There's no sense doing that. Next video, very brief introduction on the next one. We are going to do this same thing at the next version, which is a point gathering version.